primarily because, everything that represents value can be tokenized. That means the potential is infinite. The other aspect in the modern world is, as more and more people have investable incomes, one trend is very, very clear, right? So the assets that need to be made accessible needs to come in low ticket sizes. The world is going to move from high value and low volume tickets to low value and high volume tickets. Asset tokenization will be a key enabler for the growth of this trend. And this trend also captures investors and younger demographics' intention to get exposure to newer kind of assets. And that's primarily why I think the future of asset tokenization is bright. But of course, right, it also needs to be complemented and supplemented with proper regulations, safety and security of the assets. Almost every bank is experimenting with different forms of asset tokenization. What does it mean to tokenize an asset on public blockchain? What does it basically mean to tokenize an asset on private blockchains? How does common infrastructure that is derived from the principles of public blockchain look like? What are the different roles of intermediaries? How do they transform? All of these things need to be sorted out for asset tokenization to scale and deliver the full benefits to the general population. But I do think the future of asset tokenization is bright.
The future of asset tokenization holds immense potential. While it may seem that asset tokenization hasn't gained widespread adoption yet, it's important to remember that transformative technologies like mobile phones, computers, and email took decades to reach mainstream adoption. Experts predict that tokenization of assets will transform financial and non-financial infrastructure in the next 5 to 15 years, revolutionizing the way we interact with traditional assets. Tokenization is not a new concept. In 2013, the launch of Ethereum introduced programmable smart contracts, which enabled tokenization. Tokenization began with crypto utility tokens, while initial coin offerings showcased blockchain's ability to democratize fundraising and investments, allowing investors to transact and support projects without any intermediaries or central banking systems, and providing new ways to incentivize participation within digital ecosystems. And by 2017, realizing the potential of the underlying blockchain technologies having transformative value, traditional finance companies started to explore asset tokenization and security token offerings, as it was then called. Tokenization gained further momentum after the crypto market meltdown in 2022 and 2023, following events like FTX collapse and the failures of major DeFi platforms. Crypto investors seeking more stable investments began looking at tokenized treasury bills as an alternative to converting back to fiat currency. This is when tokenization of RWA narratives took off. This trend continues to grow, as evidenced by BlackRock's tokenization of a treasury bill fund, which surpassed a $500 million market capitalization in just a few months. But the most significant use case for tokenization to date has been the tokenization of the dollar, with USDT and USDC making up 90% of all on-chain tokenized assets, collectively reaching a market capitalization of $162 billion. During the crypto bull run, most stablecoins were used to buy crypto. But in the bear market, we saw a shift toward more stable financial products, such as tokenized treasuries. Tokenizing U.S. treasuries is seen as a gateway to broader real-world asset tokenization. But to unlock the full potential of tokenization, more assets need to be brought on-chain. And in order to facilitate instantaneous settlement and reap all of the benefits and efficiencies gained from tokenization, both sides of the trade need to be on-chain, the asset as well as the payment. You can't bypass legacy systems overnight, but by steadily bringing more assets on-chain, we can begin to realize the transformative power of tokenization. My personal opinion is that one day we will no longer have to qualify assets as digital assets or securities as digital securities anymore, because all securities will be digital and all currencies will be digital. It's just a natural evolution of technology, where not only the platforms and intermediaries become digital, but the actual underlying assets are themselves also digital.